Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, as I rise to reply, allow me to first thank all the members who, since the beginning of this debate in the last session last year, have contributed to this debate with very good proposals and proposed amendments, and also take this opportunity, Honorable Speaker, to thank the Jailer Committee led under the able chairmanship of Sir George Murugara for the report that he tabled on the amendments proposed in this miscellaneous statutory bill. Honorable Speaker, this statute law had very many amendments, and I have listened to many of those proposals or contributions by members. And I want to agree especially with the member for Nandi County, the Honorable Cynthia Muge, who just contributed a few minutes ago and went at length to explain to Kenyans what the issue of ethanol that is being dealt with in this bill pertains to. That this is not ethanol that is used for human consumption, this is denatured ethanol. And denatured ethanol, Honorable Speaker, you cannot even put it in your mouth. It's very bitter and is used for other industrial uses. Honorable Speaker, this is what is being targeted. Otherwise, there was that concern even among us members of public during public participation that this may touch on the normal ethanol used for production of alcohol that you have seen devastate lives and livelihoods, especially the most recent case in Kirinyaga County. Honorable Speaker, there are also many amendments that I see the committee, after public participation, did agree with. And Honorable Speaker, many of these, including that on the public holidays, which the committee did disagree with. I want to agree with the committee that indeed the question of keeping Utamaduni Day, and in fact, following further engagements with the executive, we have in fact agreed with the committee that this Utamaduni Day should remain, but themed around the conservation of our environment. So we will be moving amendments together with the JLAC chair and the chair in charge of security to rename this holiday either around Utamaduni and Mazingira, or Mazingira and Utamaduni Day, so that it remains a public holiday when we or Kenyans can celebrate not just the diverse cultures, but also the culture amongst Kenyans and Africans of conserving the environment, Honorable Speaker, and therefore theme it around not just preservation of our diverse cultures, but also preservation of our environment. Therefore, I want to agree with the committee and many members who spoke against the amendment to remove the particular holiday. Honorable Speaker, there is also an amendment to Section 56(1) of the Universities Act 2012. Honorable Speaker, is good when we also have opportunity to debate some of these bills over a period of time, because since this debate began, Honorable Speaker, you will see only last week there were reports on issues touching on private universities and monies that have been given to them. A lot of money going to universities that I see the Public Investments Committee, one of the Public Investments Committee, the one led by Honorable Wamboka, calling for private universities to refund a total of 219 million as they kick off a probe that they are currently doing on the monies that have been disbursed over the years to our private universities. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, I will indicate intention to drop the provisions that related to the placement in private universities of all students, not just government-sponsored students. Therefore, when we come to the third reading, Honorable Speaker, as the proposal of the bill, I would be seeking to drop some of these amendments relating to Section 56(1), at least to allow the Public Investments Committee to finish their probe and whatever other investigations that may come out of that process, so that we do not do anything that may jeopardize the work of another parliamentary committee or a parliamentary committee, or indeed interfere with the work of investigative agencies, should there be that need following the probe that the parliamentary committees are carrying out. Therefore, Honorable Speaker, allow me to thank all the members and Honorable Speaker, for those who had opportunity both last year and this year to contribute. Those who expressed need to propose amendments, further amendments to this bill, we shall be inviting them in due course to propose amendments. And also Kenyans, if there is a Kenyan out there who feels that they may want an amendment to this particular bill, they are at liberty to approach any of their members of parliament, being the people's representatives, to come and represent them with such amendments when we get to third reading. With those many remarks, Honourable Speaker, I beg to reply.
Thank you, Leader. Before we move on, we had, and I'm very happy you are following these contributions, and we had a particular item on the independence of the office of the Attorney General. If you could be magnanimous to speak on it for 1 minute only.
Honourable Speaker, yes, I had the opportunity, I was listening in, Honourable Speaker, from the office, and it is indeed true that we must safeguard the independence of the office of the Attorney General, and not just, Honourable Speaker, on operational matters, up to and including the hiring of staff in the office of the Attorney General, Honourable Speaker. Remember, the Attorney General is a legal advisor to government, and even this house as an institution depends largely with the Attorney General, not just on legal advice, but also in the drafting of bills. And it's imperative that that office is safeguarded to ensure that they are independent and they're even able to recruit staff who match up to the skills that they need, whether it's in legislative drafting, whether it is in representation of government and the Attorney General in courts of law, Honourable Speaker. The Attorney General's office has become a training ground over the years, Honourable Speaker, and you know, we are equally guilty as an institution, the institution of Parliament, and indeed all other arms of government, including government ministries. They poach the very best of very well-trained staff over the years. They have poached from the Attorney General chambers and left the chamber with very few staff and inexperienced staff. And Honourable Speaker, it will be important that the office of the Attorney General is then given the requisite support. And indeed, with the passage of this bill, Honourable Speaker, when the time comes, we will ensure that the office of the Attorney General is safeguarded, its independence is secured, and including, as I said, its right to be able to procure staff who have the requisite skills, staff who are experienced, staff who will be able to offer value to the people of Kenya in court and out of court, Honourable Speaker, and including, as I say, to this House in legislative drafting, Honourable Speaker. Thank you.
Very well. We shall defer the putting of the question to a later date. Next order.
Order number 12, the National Disaster Risk Management Bill, National Assembly Bill number 24 of 2023, second reading.
The Chairperson, Departmental Committee, or mover.
Honourable Speaker, on account of time, I would seek your indulgence to postpone this matter to a later time for moving to second reading.
Most obliged. Next order.
Order number 13, the Employment Amendment Bill, Senate Bill number 11 of 2022, second reading.
Chairperson, Departmental Committee on Labour.
Thank you. Honourable Speaker, the bill was read a first time in the House on 17th August 2023, pursuant to the Standing Order 127, subsection 1. The bill was committed to the Departmental Committee on Labour